So now we are in our My Projects in my dashboard. And as you can see, we have two voice projects, the Preparing for Meditation, which was the short one I created, and then the Morning Meditation Before You Rise, which was the long one that I imported to Palette. So what I want to do, I want to continue with our long morning meditation project. So I'm going to just click on it until it loads, and now I want to talk about this section called voice enhancement. So if you click on this arrow, you will see that there are four things happening here. I'm going to explain you one by one, but just for you to understand, these voice enhancements, 95% of the time, it's great to leave it on unless you hear something unusual. So you just keep in mind they're very subtle, and they help you for your voice to sound better. And unless you hear something unusual that you don't like, you pretty much need to leave it on all the time. But let's get into all the separate elements in it. So the first one is called a tone enhancer. This is basically an EQ or equalizer, if you know what it is. An equalizer is a way to balance the frequencies on any audio. The tone enhancer has some presets that has a built-in equalizer in it, and it helps to shape your voice in your desired way. I'm going to demonstrate you with some extreme examples, but clearly you don't have to go that far. Okay, so let's take a listen. I'm gonna move it through some of the presets.
Before you move, before the day begins.
So right now the default setting is on the balanced 50%, which gives you a balanced voice for both male and female. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move, for example, to clear, and then I'm gonna move the amount all the way to 100% and see what happens.
Allow yourself to rest in this quiet space between sleep and waking. Your body is still, your mind is soft. The day has not yet asked anything of.
So if you're wearing a headphone or if you're using a good speaker, you can clearly hear the difference here, that in this clear preset, it takes out some of the bassy frequencies, and this can be useful for some voices if you have, let's say, a deep voice, or your microphone recorded too much of a low frequency. You can try to clear that up using these clear presets. The warm one generates a warmer sound. Let's take a listen.
Your mind is soft. The day has not yet asked anything of you. There is nowhere to go right now.
And that gives you a warmer sound. But I personally like the balanced one, which gives you a balanced feel on your voice. But you are free to go and experiment with all these presets. Or if you feel it's doing too much, you can simply turn it off and not have any voice enhancement at all. The second one is called de-essing, which is basically a tool to remove the S and harsh S sound from your voice. This is particularly important for female voice that have higher frequencies in their voice. This one might require some adjustments from voice to voice. At the moment, it's very subtle on 15%, but I'm gonna show you what happens if you go too much, select the higher settings for it.
Nothing you need to do. Just the warmth of the blanket, the softness beneath your head, the comfort of stillness. Allow your muscles to remain relaxed. There is no need to move.
So this is basically an extreme case to show you what happens if you go to 100%. and it starts, creating this muffled sound if you go too high. So what I would recommend is to keep it very low, and if you feel that your voice doesn't generate this kind of a sound, you're more than welcome to take it out the de-essing separately. So the next option is remove rumble. This is basically removing all low frequencies which are unheard to human here. This is almost always you need that unless you hear some sort of unusual artifacts in your voice. I would highly recommend to leave it on. And for the auto mute, this is also a very interesting enhancement to the voice, which is basically silencing um, all little noises in the background that the initial background noise removal wasn't able to remove it. So again, I would highly recommend to leave this on almost all the time, unless you hear some kind of your voice is being cut off in some sections. In that case, you can try turning off to see if it makes any difference. And if you want to go to default setting, you just click on reset to defaults. And that's pretty much it. And in the next lesson, we are going to save this audio to the library and start using it for our guided session.